you watch the series The Last Dance on Michael Jordan's career back with
Of
the
course I did.
Bulls?
So I grew up in Indiana, so basketball is like through and through in my blood. I went to Bobby Knight basketball camp as a kid.
Oh, wow. You
Those,
survived.
yeah, I just that series, The Last Dance, I loved every part of it.
So I have an analytics related question then related to the series The Last Dance.
All right.
Because one of the running themes of the series was it Michael Jordan that made the team successful? Was it Phil, the coach, that made it successful? Or was it Jerry Krause, the GM, who thought it was the organization that made it? Wasn't the team, it wasn't Michael Jordan, it was the organization that won championships. So in your perspective, who's right? Who was the reason why the Bulls were so good?
Thanks for that very pointed question, Cole. There's a bit of a cop-out, but the answer is it's really hard to disentangle those things. So I'll give a couple research-backed examples. My favorite papers is by a guy named Burris. He's at Harvard Business School. And he studies essentially organizations who chase stars. If you're going to try and poach someone to work at your startup or work at your large tech firm, do you go after someone that is unequivocally the star employee of their other organization? The question you want to answer there is, do you capture everything that makes them a star at that place in your own institution? You can reframe this in terms of The Last Dance. Is it Jerry Krause constructing the team? Not so much stars. I mean, picking Michael Jordan is great, but it's also the rest of the organization, it's the rest of the team that makes that successful. Is it the coach and the way that Phil Jackson kind of
motivated? It's Pippen and Rodman and the acquisitions of those, not the Jordan. Is that the correct?
Or is it Jordan by himself?
Okay.
And so
it does help to have 3 Hall of Famers on one team, right?
It does. And, the best basketball player to set feet on this earth is also really helpful too. What Burris found and what has been replicated in a couple other settings is typically organizations that chase stars don't extract the value that they think they do. And those stars usually have a structure and a team around them in their existing organization that are not often ported over to the new organization. And so the value that they were providing here is not as much, in the new organization is not as much in the old place. How you can say that more definitively is they also looked at times where you're hiring the star and the rest of the team, and then that star performs better in the new organization when their team is intact. So it's complicated. You can't hire the rest of the team without the star and do well. When Michael Jordan retired, they didn't win. To also say it's Michael Jordan alone and that's it is also probably not accurate, because he had a great second fiddle with Scottie Pippen. He also had other Hall of Famers on that team as well. He had a Hall of Fame coach. There's all these other kind of support structures there too. So that's what your very pointed question. It's not really a cop-out. It's both.